Good morning, my crafty friends. Well, it is morning here. I wanted to share my craft room and its progress. I have been doing some destashing, and this is not done. I have gone through maybe, I'd say 40% of my stuff, and I could show you in here, boxes of stuff to sell. But I wanted to share with you my craft room and its progress. So far, this is the doorway when you enter. This is my hallway. Let me back up a little bit for you. There's my broom because I'm still cleaning. And when you walk in, we'll start right here. Yeah, I need to WD-40 that. My husband built me this ladder kind of looking thing when we first moved in. And it goes all the way up, and as you can see, that very top one doesn't have anything in it. I probably could put something in it, but I need a ladder to get up there because it's pretty tall. As you can see, it's taller than the door. It holds all my Martha Stewart's punches, which I cannot part with. I still love my punches. Some of these are Michael's and Stamping Up punches. I think I did part with a few. This is my Prima paints. That's in my Prima what is this? This is what's her name? Well, you know. I can't think of her name. And there's some more paints in the back that I haven't even opened yet. And there's some more. And there's one of my blending brushes. I've been using that for these ink artist powders, so I keep it with it. And then here's some more of the wax and powder, and my Winsor Newton inks. And then these were on clearance, so I picked them up at Hobby Lobby, and they are watercolor oil or ink, watercolor ink. My Distress stains, Distress oxide refills for just what I have. I only have 2 sets. Distress inks here, those are the stains. And then these are the inks for refills. These are Tattered Angels, Lindy's. And there's a little bit of Distress spray stains. I didn't buy much of those because I already have the stains. If I wanted to make the spray stain, I would just take it out of here and put it in a bottle. I mean, that was my convincing of not buying more supplies. Okay, so here's some of my Perfect Pearls mist. Some more Lindy's. I really got into Lindy's for a long time. Having a hard time parting with it. My Bombay inks. And there's some homemade sprays. My Heidi Swap sprays. Trying to squat down for you. And then these are some Crayola paints, tempered paints when my grandkids come. Right there. And then these are all specialty things like crackle and just different staining antiques, etc. It's a mixed media kit that I picked up for like ceramic tiles, you know, to make cup holders, etc. And their paints underneath are for glass. These are extra paints that I have. I have destashed a bunch. And then these are some older punches down here. And some more older punches down there. Okay, try not to make you dizzy. Come back up. Now this wall here, I'm going to turn my camera. This wall here has all my mixed media paints, etc. on there. And let's see, that one there. Let's see, I'll get try to get a little close for you. As you can see, it's golden gessos, all mixed media stuff. And when I want to paint, I use chalks to draw out the design. I've got odorless mineral spirits. I've got petroleum jelly for doing different techniques. I've got bottles that you can make your own spray in here. This just holds my sticker, create a sticker, and then this is for a label maker, and then a measuring tape. These are all water pens. I can't even think today. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is a shelf that I just can't part with because it kind of looks like a bed. But it just holds like projects that I hadn't got to. Now when you go up, I've got an IKEA shelf up there that just holds products that were made for me, products that I made, etc. I can't really go through that because it's just too high up on the wall. Sorry. Now these two IKEA containers, there's my Cameo, my Gemini Junior, and my Canon selfie printer. These contain a variety of stuff, and I will show you. My plan is, though, for my next project, is to take the wheels off of that one, the second one, take all these down, and move this one over and stack these two right here. That is my plan for the future. But I'm pretty tired from what I've done already so far. And I need to lock the wheels. This is my overflow of punches. And I think this one I hadn't decided yet. There's really nothing in there but a cutter. These are my distress oxides and my blending tools. And this is my distress inks and blending tools. I've used a variety of containers from different stores. I think these two came from Dollar Tree. And I've also got my doors labeled. These are my color inks, my mementos, my StazOn, and my little mini distress inks, my Stampin' Up, and archivals. So that's what that holds. And my refills here. And my pastels are down here. All my supplies for it. Then over here in this one, we have wood stamps that I can't part with. Still my favorites. More wood stamps in here. Glitter and beads. And a little bit of the embossing, ultra thick embossing. And then I have a stamp maker back here, which I haven't used yet. I do have plans for it. And then this one has my stickles, liquid pearls, embossing powders, and more embossing stuff. As you can see back here, there's some Lindy Stamp Gang. And these are all containers from the Dollar Tree. This one here is foil and alcohol inks. I think if you can hear my stomach, I just ate a piece of candy and it's processing. Large tools in this drawer. Okay, now over here I have 3 of the, are those Roscoe carts? Most of them came from IKEA, and I think I've got a total of 5. 1 or 2 came from Costco. Yeah, Costco. And this is hard work. this one I organized for all of my mixed media and art supplies. Sorry. In the bottom I have my overflow of Copics and my Copic paper and stamped images in the bottom. And this one is all my pencils, my oil pastels. Let's see. Yeah, it's all pencils and oil pastels. And then on top I got this bag from Harbor Freight, and I altered it with a group of ladies, and it's my mixed media bag for on the go. And I've got my books in here that I'm working on. And it's just got some of my tools on there, and it's easily pulled right out. And then this holds my large Wakely brushes and extra brushes. And when you turn it around, you can see my brushes here, which, you know, I haven't even used these yet. I need to. And then my pit for my water brushes, or if I want to drop ink on my pages. And that's that rascal cart. Move it over. Now I have them over here in this corner because I am planning on, I'm going to turn slow, planning on doing some videos, and I had to move my table. Let me back up and show you. I had to move my table over in order for this little contraction that I have. I'm going to try and use my phone. I haven't done videos in, I say since I've been here. We bought this house 3 years ago, and I haven't gotten back into it, and I apologize, but I'm ready to jump right back in. So I have my table over there, and normally it's in the middle, and I have all the carts underneath it, because this is one of those higher tables, and I like it because I can store all the carts underneath there. But like you can see, there's 2 of them in there. So let me go back. Okay, this rascal cart has all watercolor stuff in it. Let's pull this out. And these are all watercolors. This is my travel watercolor kit that I have. And I keep, you know, everything that I need for traveling. And then I have a variety of watercolor travel paints. I got this one to try out because it was the rave for a few days. No, a couple weeks maybe. And I even made a swatch to show the colors. And these are the pearl watercolors. And then I've got the, was it Ganzi Tombe? These are the golds, and then down there you can see I have the bigger one. This is called, it says Good Stuff, which is a kit that I belonged to for a little bit, and it has watercolor inks in it, and then she gives you instructions and on videos. I can't think of the name of it at the moment, but if I do, I'll come back to it. So my koi watercolors and my handmade watercolors are in there. And this one is a Jane Davenport. And another Jane Davenport. And I think this is Prima. Yeah, the complexion for doing faces. And then I have my salt, my masking fluid. And down here I have the Ken Oliver powder pigments. Some watercolor paper pads, a cheap watercolor pad, my water well, and then this here, I got this off of one of those cheap apps. I'll show you what it holds. It holds the set real brush pens that are water soluble, and I made a swatch for it. It sits here in the back, and I got these little mini brushes in the back, a Prismacolor and another water brush, plain one. And then there's all my colors. This was from, I will have to get the link and put it at the bottom for you. It's one of those apps where you get cheap stuff. It comes from China, and it did take forever to get here. Okay, these are all of my H2Os. And then I have Jamie Dougherty, her watercolor kit. And then, oh, here it is, Let's Make Art. That's the group. It's on Facebook. So here's all of my watercolor stuff. I think it says it on there. Yeah, watercolor. So far, this is my card making stuff that I started getting it together. I've got my envelopes and card pieces in here. Some extra overflow stuff for card making. These are all cards already made for when I need a card. And like I said, it's not done. I'm still working on it because in this IKEA shelf, I haven't done yet. Okay, part of it. Like this one, this here holds all of my dies. I do have this one organized with my Tim Holtz, my Sizzix, etc. But I've got a bunch thrown on top that I need to go through and reorganize. And the same with this one. Those are all dies. And then this one, because this container, shelving unit used to hold all of this. And these are stamps. Okay. And so on. That's holding stamps as well. And then down here is more stuff I need to go through and stamps. So I will be doing some purging of that in the future. This is just some overflow of stuff I don't know where to store just yet or what to do with. This is organized. This is all my cutting plates. Hold on. These are all my cutting plates and chipboard when I need chipboard. And these are more dies. And these are all my embossing folders. I do have that marked because that is all that I have. And it's in here. These are my mats for my silhouette. And then up here, this container. To move my cart. Was thrown out when the houses were being built, and I think it's a shoe caddy, and it holds all of my Tim Holtz and Sizzix dies, and it goes really deep. So I came up with this idea. I took a piece of chipboard and I put it in there so I can pull this out and see what's in the back. And I've kind of got it categorized like let's see, try to look at it. Like this is Christmas. And then probably Halloween. Oh no, here's some Halloween up here. And it does pull out. This little chipboard. Pulls it out. These are old cutting dies. This is my bow maker bag. This is a cute container someone made me in a swap. And then there's some stuff in there that I did a swap with. I haven't decided what to do with yet. More Tim Holtz. These I can't part with. Okay, so come around the side of this. It's just a little shelf I've had forever, and it just holds little knickknacks. This is my clock. This is also a photo holder, and I like some of these sentiments. I'm not a hoarder. I just need a bigger craft room. So true. And then here on the back of this shelving unit, I have glued, well, I used double-sided tape to put down the magnet sheets that you get at the hardware store for covering bents. And it holds some of my dies, and it also holds these dies. These are Tim Holtz. Now this is my cutting station, which is right by all of my dies. That was kind of my plan. There's my Vagabond, and then over here I have my Gemini. So I can also, I've got the mini Gemini that I'm going to probably put on my desk, which I haven't done yet. This is another shelf from IKEA. So far, it's just holding stuff. That's an album I made for my granddaughter. I made that with a die, and these are my kids. And my TV. You can see myself. Hello. And it's color swatch. I can kind of just look up when I want to look at the color wheel. Painting my daughter did. I did that with Donna Downey in 2014. My husband brought that back from Japan, and it's my name, Kimberly. And this is a bookshelf that I've had since I was a kid. I painted it white. It was wood. And then I just put some contact paper on it. And I like that. I like it a lot. Because I had some of something else on there, and it messed it up. So this is my fresh new start. And in here are my 6x6 paper pads, which I did go through and got rid of a bunch. And this is just scrap paper right now for when I'm die cutting. I just throw it in there. This is 6x6 paper pads and the books that you buy at the dollar store. Let's see if I can find one that's not done. I guess I must be out. They're just little cardboard books that you buy. They're in the kids section. And I've been creating little mini books for my grandkids to put pictures in. And I kind of keep all the stuff that I would use for them. You know, like the little mermaids, the doodlebug design. This is got it's dragon tails. I just keep all that in there. This is die cutting paper. This is old paper pads where if I ever need to cut something, I have it already there. These are all of my Tim Holtz stamps in here. This is just holding extra trays for my Copics. And honestly, I'm only going to need maybe 2 more. And the rest I'll have extra. I may get rid of. These are for in the future. I haven't decided when we'll put in them. I used to have, I think, 8 of them. And I dumped them all out. And I still have to go through all the stuff that was in them. And decide what I'm going to keep and what I'm not. And then I'll be purging it in a sale. Right now, this little basket is just holding future projects. And it's got some Easter stuff in there that I want to do for the grandkids. I really like this light up sign I need to hang. I got that from the 5 and Under store. There's my bow maker and my large Tim Holtz cutter. And then down in here, I have gone through most of this. This is my, I call it my Christy box. My friend Christy, she's paper hoarder disorder. She makes these really cute mini albums out of chipboard. I'll show you one. And she does classes, and she also sells on an Etsy store too. And I just love it. And these are projects that I'm working on for her, with her, when she does her crops or classes. I think one of these, see, I have 2 of these. One is for me and one is for the kids. Yeah, this one has pictures in it. It's the same paper line. This one's pretty much done. There's just a few more things I want to do. I just love it. It's so cute. And I think there's a picture under this. Yeah. So anyways, that's what goes in there. Wow, 24 minutes. And then this holds chipboard, not chipboard, wood embellishments. I did clean, did have 2 of them. And then this holds all of my beads and charms and stuff that I've had forever. I need to go through that. I did go through some of it. This says chipboard embellishments, but I cleaned it out. So all that's left in there is wood embellishments. Down here, see, that's empty. Chipboard. Let's see, Prima. This is cleaned out. Actually had 2 of them. Grunge board, still have that. And that's just holding my camera, Canon paper for my printer. Coming back up, this is has jewelry in it, which I need to go through. These are a couple empty boxes, just has 1 or 2 things in it. This is some of the stuff that came out of the containers that I still need to go through and decide what to keep and what not to keep. This here holds my white flowers. This is Tim Holtz. This is the dedicated to him, and this is everything that is Tim Holtz. Well, it's not everything I have, but like all the small stuff, package stuff. This stack up here is, these 2 are all stuff for my grandkids that I'm scrapbooking or things to use for scrapbooking. I do need to go through and reorganize them. This is the same thing, and it holds layouts and photos. This is a painting I did in the class, painting I did personally. These hold tags when I want to do a tag, some magazines, and some projects that I'm working on that I haven't done yet. So I may go through and do this again because, like I said, my table is up against it. But I did purge a lot of scrapbook paper. And some of these containers, this is all I have left of 12 by 12 paper pads that I decided to keep. These are albums to alter, paper mache, Tim Holtz clock, just things to alter. And, oh, I got to tape down my cord. This is from Hobby Lobby, and I have all my pens and Sharpies and Faber-Castells in it, and I have it on my table. These are some of my tools I have on the table, extra glues. This is a wreath my mother-in-law made, and I'm going to redo it. I think I'm going to put these around in the center here, hot glue them in, and they're little lights from the Dollar Tree, and I got some ribbon to make a bow, and these 2 things. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I can take pictures and post them on Facebook. I'm Kimberly Gillespie on Facebook. This is another cart that holds all of my acrylics. And I did redo the top here so that I can get to my pigments, my inks, my spray. These are all golden flow over the flow. Some more Distress Crackle paints, and then down here I have 2 little buckets that hold my paints by all their basics and this brand, Amsterdam, which I got at Aaron Brothers when it was still open. And then this holds the larger things of paint that I have. And then this is oil paint, some cheap oil paint because I want to try it. Don't know if I want to get into it, but I do have it for when I am ready to play with it. In this cart here, it's the same thing. This is all acrylics. And I have golden on top. And on the side here is some overflow golden. And then also some deco art. They have those clearanced. Hold on, sorry. Deco art. They have them clearanced at Joann Fabrics. And they're pretty much, it's almost the same grade as golden. Pretty close. Not all the way, but. And then those are my chalk paints on the bottom. And just the little containers holding stuff. I'm so trying, guys. I don't mean to make you dizzy. And now right by my door is another shelf, and it holds, those are molds, and then molds and clay, paper mache, things to alter there, and stuff I need to go through here, and then those are stamps which I am going to go through to get rid of. This is a shelf that I painted to match the bedroom, and it holds my sugar spray paint for when I want to do a large canvas and use them with stencils. Some of my collection of dominoes, all my large tapes, just, different stuff. Like, it's still in the progress. And there's an oil that I bought in an antique store. I just thought she was cute. This is a little cherub thing. It hangs here. I really like it. I've had it for forever. And that's just a flower I decided to use with. And there's my hand clip, and it holds this cute little thing. It says Kim. See if she signed it. Yeah, when I did swaps. This was made by Fellas, AFALLAS 72 at blogspot.com. Oh, I remember her. She's a very creative young lady. And I think that's her YouTube. And I do believe she still does videos. And that was one she made me. I made one for her as well. I can't remember. This one was made by Marie Wiltshire. I do know who that was made by, because I still talk to her occasionally. And this wasn't part of it, but I just have it hanging there. This is a mirror that I got from 99-cent store. And I don't want you to see me, because I am not. This is a painting that came from Italy. A couple that I waited on for years brought that back when they went on vacation there and gave me that as a gift. On the closet door, I have one of these metal dress form things that hang on the door, and it just holds some of my trims. Now, over here to this shelving unit, this is a Target unit, and I wanted this one because it was short, and it fit perfectly underneath there and between these two doors. This is all mixed media stuff. In here is my paints when I want to play. This is gelatos. These are